Hello, and welcome back to this shared hallucination we like to call D&D. We will temporarily delve into a state of madness and hallucination side by side. A brief recap of last time. You guys finally managed to defeat the goblin mage known as Grod. You took a few of his journals that you found and discovered a small amount about his past. You then finished your journey to the elven city of Elyhalion. Klari and Neo elected to stay outside due to this river or stream that seemed to pass around the city with some sort of magic on it for dispelling illusions and other things. So Arwen and Stix entered alone to do a little bit of shopping, gather supplies, and also get a few upgrades for armor and things like that. Neo gave you some money and bought him a set of armor. And Stix also discovered a very rare form of making armor, where it is slowly grown physically out of a tree, and then the wood is magically enhanced to harden it, almost like steel, but making it lighter to wear and more quiet, whereas heavy metal armors often have disadvantage on stealth. Stix, being a paladin of the forest, found this almost too alluring an object to walk away from, and when informed that it wasn't currently for sale by the apprentice of the smithy, the master currently being away, was unsure whether he was going to be back that evening or the next evening. Stix and Arwen concocted a plan to liberate it, leaving behind a large sum of gold, maybe not quite as much gold as this item is worth, but still a reasonably large sum of gold.
And I think worth a lot of gold, potentially.
That is true. To potentially try to mitigate and compensate for it. With a very successful stealth plan to sneak in while one of you distracted the apprentice. Stix stuck in the back, liberated the armor and made it out. That night, while exhausted and tired and contemplating his transgression, Stix elected to stay awake and keep all the watches, missing out on his rest. And while she slept in her dreams, a hooded and cloaked figure appeared to Klari over this landscape, almost like a map arrayed before her, offering her the ability to see and understand more than she does right now, was the way it was phrased. And we join back in with you, Klari, standing, looking down at this almost picturesque map-like landscape laid out before you, this figure standing at your side, proffering a hand with an ornate silver ring in it. The ring looks kind of like a signet ring with a symbol of three triangles. These triangles there are two sides, isosceles, two sides the same length, and one is different. So they have a short base and then a very tall, pointed up, and they point in three directions. So the three short sides forming an equilateral triangle in the center, and then these long triangles pointed out from it.
Okay. What's the cost? I'm assuming you're not just giving this to me.
gifts in exchange are always a welcome. A favour. One favour owed.
Okay. Are you going to tell me the favour now? Or is it at any point you could ask for it?
The promise of a favour, shall we say. I may come to you at some point in time, needing aid or help in something. This ring and the power that goes along with it is the promise of that favour returned.
Probably should have asked. Who are you?
A wanderer, a lost soul, a wrongly imprisoned, a warrior, a fighter, a leader. I've been known by many things.
Wrongly imprisoned? What were you imprisoned for?
For doing what needed to be done.
Which was...
I sought to eradicate, destroy, remove the fiends and the devils permanently. But it was not me. It was not allowed to see my plan through to its fruition. I was not supported. My brothers and sisters did not aid me. I went alone.
That's unfortunate. This favour, if you can promise me that it won't require me to hurt anyone, then I'll take you.
Well, I don't think it's for you to set conditions. Favour is given freely, granted, for a gift. And besides, what's a little pain in the name of the greater good?
Okay. Yeah, fine. You have a deal.
You accept. Again, proffers this ring held out in an open hand towards you.
Alright, I take the ring.
Okay. You take the ring, and as you do, your vision fades, and you have this rising sense as if you're rising out of a rapid depth, almost, as if you were underwater or something, rising up, and you break the surface of the water and you awake, and it's still, with a gasp looking around, it's still full night. Stix is still sort of sat there hunched over, looking at his hands. And looking down at your hands, you can see that there is a ring on the index finger of your left hand. This silver ring with these three triangles pointing away from each other.
I'm going to regret that. Cool.
Looking down at it, you instinctively know that this ring, this gift, will allow you to Once per day, you can cast both tongues and comprehend languages, as well as once per day you can cast legend lore without needing material components, and without the need of an item being of legendary importance.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. What this supposed to be?
So, I believe tongues are speaking languages.
Yes, tongues. I don't have it written down off the top of my head. If you cast tongues on yourself, anyone can understand you, and you can understand anyone.
Okay.
Comprehend languages is you can understand any written language as long as you're touching it.
Legend.
Legend lore allows you to look into the history of an object. Normally it has to be of legendary importance. But
Literally just
instinctively know, looking down at this ring, this gift in the hand.
as I've heard it called, just a sort of ask the DM card.
It's those 3 spells.
Yeah.
I can
cast one once per day.
Each one. I wasn't sure if it was only one of them a day or
No,
each.
it has. You can cast each one once per day.
Oh shoot, man! Some high level spells. Don't wanna fuck with Klari.
She might be able to find out something.
She'll learn about.
She can't hurt you. She can talk to you.
I don't know, man.
Whatever.
Information. It's more deadly.
Find out your biggest secrets.
Yeah.
Like you, Mr. Town Guard, like to sleep in soft pajamas.
I think she can use it on Stix's new armor to find out.
Yeah, but you don't know, like, that I stole it.
I know it's
Maybe.
string. That it was stolen. Too fast.
It was worth 600 gold and 1 horn. Exactly. Funnily enough,
Yeah.
I had some items.
Indeed. But yes, it is still full night around you. Stix is keeping watch as far as you know. You're not quite sure how much time in the night has passed. You might assume not much, given that Stix here you keep watch and no one else seems to have taken over. You can comfortably drift off back to sleep if you like, and enjoy the benefits of a long rest.
Yeah.
Stix. We now
Hello
have
there.
you keeping watch over the fullness of night.
It's fucking dark out here.
Can you make a perception check for me?
Ooh, I like these. No, I don't. No. Forgot what I like. Oh my god, scroll. Scrolls if your life depends on it. Which it does. Because I'll put my fist through it. Ah!
16. So, several hours pass, and the night gets cold, and you're looking around you, watching the surroundings, and sitting, just contemplating with your own thoughts and your own feelings on what you've done, what you and Arwen did together.
Don't drag me into this.
You were very complicit, Arwen.
Don't drag me into this.
And while you're sitting there, you look around and the wind swirls through the trees, almost with a lilting melody to it. And the hairs on the back of your neck prickle as you sense a presence. Just in your mind, you sense a feeling. There's a question being asked, but you're not quite sure what the question is, or where it's coming from. Is the question, is it actually coming from you, or is this external? And you contemplate for a few moments and you think, and the question becomes clearer in your mind. Is this the way a paladin behaves? Is this what a paladin does? Do the ends justify the means? Maybe they do. After all, you did pay after a fashion. Who knows? And you sit, and the night goes on, and you watch the turning of the stars as they spin in the night sky. And eventually, the sky starts to lighten, the deep indigo fading. As the sun rises, the clouds drift over, and everyone else awakens to a grey morn. You can all knock off a full night's rest.
I don't know about you lot, but I slept wonderfully. I had great dreams. Oh, it was lovely.
Yeah, dreams.
You know,
Dreams.
Hugo
Weakness.
being a bouncy little
Yeah, I
dude
know.
on some mushrooms.
Dreams. This weird guy came to me in my dream and gave me this ring.
Well, that sounds weird.
It's on your ring.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Wait, it's real?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see no guy come up and give you a ring. It's very strange. I mean, he must have liked you, for he did indeed put a ring on you.
That is true.
Oh, Jesus.
I got a ring.
What? Why? Why do you have a ring? Are we doing a wedding? Is this a wedding episode?
Oh no. Didn't bring a gift.
No. Gift, yeah. Well, and a bit dodgy.
Does seem a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Not gonna lie. I don't see anything. Or see anyone. No, but then again, I was asleep. So, all the sleeps.
Would he just come up and hand it to you for free?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, in exchange for the promise of a favour, but like,
A favour.
it can't be.
Good lord.
Is that favour marriage?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay,
It could be.
should have clarified that.
You haven't
Oh,
given me enough
Clary,
time to steal some
fuck
fancy shoes.
Oh my god! I just noticed a new level of Clary's name.
Clary's clarifications. Oh my god, that's what legend lore is now!
I cast Clary's clarifications.
I think we should rename the spell Clarification.
Oh,
I would like to clarificate that.
it would be clarify.
Or clarify. Yes, it would. But grammar. Clary may be smart, but I am not.
Well, anyone else have any fun dreams?
I also had a weird one where I was being chased by a giant toad.
Ah,
Or toad.
Toad.
Ah.
Toad would be weird. That would be.
They'd be
I'm hoping
mad. Says Neo.
wow, imagine facing something like that, really going toe to toe with them. I mean, that'd be.
Done this morning.
Arwen's about to walk off.
So at this moment, Neo gets a little bit thoughtful. He's like, I have one about a big castle surrounded by sand.
Sand?
Yeah,
Was
but I
it
couldn't
really
tell.
sand?
I couldn't tell whether it was really big and I was really small, or whether it was normal sized and huge, or whether it was like a sand castle and I was small.
I'm going to guess that you were regular size and it was big. Unless you happen to see a very large crab.
We have seen a very large
Big
crab.
spade.
We have, to be fair, seen a very large crab, so actually that
wouldn't necessarily.
wouldn't, prove anything.
Was there a big bucket?
I didn't see any big
Ah.
buckets.
Ah, you were probably normal size then.
Boom, there we are.
Easy.
Mm.
Solved.
It was smaller, the grains of sand would seem large.
That's a good point. Look at that. So you are smart.
Very smart. Okay.
So what's the plan?
Continue our long march towards righteousness
Ooh,
and stuff.
yes. You know those tokeny things?
Tokeny thing.
That the man had to get into the town
Yes.
that you can earn to be allowed any way you want.
Yes.
I did a job for that elf lady,
Yes.
so we could go and ask her for some tokens.
Oh, yeah.
So then Klari and Neo can definitely wander around for free, basically, without being scared of being kicked out of the forest.
Yeah, because that'd be a long way to go. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Is she on the way? I think she is. We did that stuff. Oh no, was that by Ilthamel.
Yeah, I think it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Oh, that is.
So it's a bit of a way,
That is a detour and a half.
but
That is.
unless we have some other way.
Oh, because obviously we want to go into Themyscira, the capital, and we're getting into the capital without those tokens, or at least me and you are. But what exactly are Klari? Oh God, this is a predicament that we did not think about.
So I'm thinking she's probably a guarantee of getting them, or we carry on and try and do something for someone, but I don't think there's going to really be anyone.
Yeah, it's the
There's no
it's a
other
guaranteed thing or
named places
thing.
on the way.
long story short, Arwen and I did a job for someone ages ago. I don't know if I was there. Was I there?
You turned up halfway through. You went through the right door in the tavern.
Yeah.
Appeared, for some reason, this door in the tavern, when you were looking for the bathroom, put you in the middle of a cave with Arwen.
Yes, I remember this now.
Mysterious and mystic and shit.
That was hilarious. Yes, we did a job for another woman. Was that the one with the stone dragon? I think it was. Yes.
Yeah.
We did a job with an elven woman for a stone and a stone dragon, and ended up gaining their favor somewhat. And so to help you and Neo get around, we could go there. However, that would be not only taking the amount of days we need to get there out, essentially doubling the distance that we need to go, but it would also be that's it. Yeah, it'd be doubling the distance we need to go.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
roughly a 12-day journey to Ithamel and roughly a 3-week journey to Themyscira.
What, from Ithamel?
From where you are now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
on the other hand, well, actually, not necessarily on the other hand, but could it be possible? Would we know that we could then get to Ithamel and then get a boat back up the river, potentially quickening the speed of us going back up, and then being fine, and then hopefully, yeah, that would increase our speed, sort of going back up.
And we can see if
We'll
we
go
can
across
get a
the lake.
boat from like here.
Yeah, like get a boat from here all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Back up, so that it might take a tiny bit shorter.
Yeah, no, I think that's a pretty decent plan. No, I think that's I think that's a pretty good plan.
Then it just means
All right.
everyone can go where they need to.
Exactly, and that's probably important in these places. Back to Ithamel, I guess.
Okay.
On the way.
Can everyone roll a survival check for me then?
But JJ just sat there thinking, like, oh my god, just go where you said you were going to go. do, 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 do.
I'm not going to click anything until
That's fine, Stix knows.
Oh, no, I have disadvantage on ability checks, so I actually got 9.
Oh, fuck. Well, we can't get lost, so...
We can't get lost. That doesn't stop us dying, but sure.
I just will know where we are when we're dying.
Because that was so helpful.
It's better than dying.
So, Stix. Actually, can everyone, seeing as there's 4 people, can everyone roll a d8?
Roll.
No, sorry,
One.
d12.
Juan D12
11?
even from me. That was actually me. The first one. We got to roll a D12. My dearest.
D12.
Oh, I was already on.
Oh.
There you
Oh.
2.
Okay.
That's a 5.
So an 11, 2 5s, and a 2. Okay. So you set out. It takes you some time to, because you are currently camped to the north of Elyhalion, so it takes you a little bit longer to traverse the distance that you would in a straight line, but you make it down and around and can avoid the city on the whole. And the one thing you do spot at one point around midday is a pair of armed riders, both riding beautiful, well-groomed horses with chainmail underneath their cloaks, you can see, and long flowing hair. Looks to be one hell of a male, one female, both sitting up straight in the saddle, holding spears. And you can see that he's sort of walking through the woods, looking around.
Are they... You said they were elven.
Yes.
So... Do we want to not do anything? Are they easily avoidable?
Guardy or just
Yeah, they look armed like guards, potentially they.
hide, my dude?
Okay.
Yeah, if we can try and hide most people.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll probably try and hide myself. I'm not really feeling up to talking.
Okay. Everyone who's hiding, make a stealth check.
Are you wearing your new armor?
I am now wearing my new armor,
Oh,
yes.
God. I'm not with this man. I'm not with this man.
Actually, wait, no, we're getting around them. Especially, no, I wouldn't be wearing my armor yet. I'm trying to get away, like, clear of the city first before sticking it on. Then again, like, walking with it at that point. Ah, a fucking 8. Fucking 8.
Damn.
Oh,
I'm gonna get caught.
Indeed, they do seem to spot you at one point. Maybe it's the sort of the tired plod of Stix or what have you, and they trot over, they turn and they sort of start trotting in your direction. They're only sort of walking on horses, so they're moving quite slowly, but they are moving in your direction. They may be 150 feet away. What would anyone like to do?
I would like to. I'm assuming, yeah, like we're aware that they've now like seen us.
Yes, they are moving in your direction with purpose, but not moving very fast.
Are they behind or in front of us?
They're in front of you. You walked sort of towards them, and they were coming in a semi-diagonal to where you were travelling.
Okay, I think we just act natural. We just walk, pretend we're meant to be there. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna play the religion card here. I'll just sort of hold out my sort of thing of Zuriel and go, peace be with you, peace be with you.
Jesus Christ.
All is all is good and fair in the lands of Zuriel, in this humble wood. This is acting.
How else is it natural? The tiefling.
You do have a little bit of time before they get to you.
Oh, he has that mask, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Put your face on.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes. And he like fumbles and like pulls out this like lacquered wooden mask and like puts it over. And as you see, his horns like sort of just like spiral back into his head and fade in the distance, and his face and hands turn a clear, creamy skin colour.
Oh, so
Klari, you have maybe scampered a few feet away and behind a tree or up a tree or behind some foliage and consider yourself certainly well hidden with a 28.
Since everyone else has been noticed, I don't want to look more suspicious. So I'm going to get out of the bush. Actually.
Well,
the bush. We're just going to climb out of the bush. Just going to yell, "Are you done peeing?" Yeah. Oh, there we go. Cool.
Well, with A28, you would consider yourself certainly well hidden where you think they haven't noticed you.
Okay. Well, I'm only worried.
Then, potentially before they clock you, you've quickly sort of like dashed away from the others and managed to hide yourself. So you certainly feel like you could remain hidden.
This last time it backfired that we were hidden.
I don't think it backfired per se.
Well, once they realised we were hiding there, it made us seem more suspicious.
Yeah, but you
We weren't
rolled
suspicious
great.
of us, so I'm just going to join the group and act natural.
Natural as Stix can act like whatever he's doing.
Okay,
We're going to pretend we don't know.
so the four of you just can carry on walking towards them. So you're about 50 feet away now. Is there anything anyone would like to do before two groups meet?
Well, I have no spell slots. I have little lay on hands. I have nothing. The religion card is all I have.
Yeah, nothing but your charm.
I'm nothing but my +7 in persuasion.
We don't need to communicate with them unless they communicate with us.
Exactly.
Natural, keep walking.
And I'm going to try and make it so that they don't want to speak to us by just starting being profanely religious.
I like
Okay.
the angle.
So, at this point now, these two riders are
Like a more
like
to the street.
one of them raises a hand in greeting. It's like, "Hello. Sorry to bother you, but we've come on." And the other one is like, "Do it properly." My apologies. I am supposed to be trained, but nothing seems to get through his thick skull. And the other one sort of like sits up straight and says, like, yes, all right, I'm sorry. Sorry to bother you, but we are in the business of law. We are looking for thieves in the forest. A rather valuable item was stolen from the Lord's chosen blacksmith, and indeed the Lord is of the city is looking to retrieve this item.
What kind of item was it?
It was a rare and unique piece of armor that was stolen.
What brigands, what knaves would do this under the watchful eye of Uriel? Traitors to the way, I tell you.
Yes, well, we are looking for two individuals. They were described as an elf with two elves, potentially a husband and wife, both with black hair. And they give a poor description of both Arwen and Stix.
Two elves with what, sorry?
With black hair.
Okay.
Well,
You haven't seen a group of two move it on your travels, have you?
no. They sound fantastic.
Not to my recollection. But should these two be found, they will be smoked. For theft of such an item is indeed horrid, abhorrent behaviour. Absolutely horrid. I do not approve. Zuriel does not approve. Kiss my little symbol.
Arwen and Stix, you both seem to be the most vocal. Can one of you or both of you make a deception check? One of you with advantage, or you can both make them individually.
I am deceptive.
Yeah.
However, I have a level of exhaustion, so I do ability checks with disadvantage.
But it would be normal because you have advantage. Because
It would be. However, that's only a +4.
It's.
I was maybe that's better than yours.
My +0.
I see. Well, there we are. A normal deception check. Come visit us in prison. Oh, for fuck's sake. No. No.
Well, if we're not very deceptive, I will say ew when he suggested that they were husband and wife. Because
The one looks slightly more impressive, a little bit more at home on the horse and things. Indeed. And where is it you have come from? And where is it that you go?
we're going to Elyhalion. We were
We just have a person called Nigeria.
dragons in the east. Doing our good deed.
The good deed of Zoria!
Shut up.
Yeah.
Dragons.
Wyvern to be specific, but my dragon friend was very displeased, so we had to go help.
Right.
As you do.
And you are travelling philanthropists?
I don't know what that word means, but yeah, sure.
We are... Nope, not bringing that one back up again. Yes, philanthropists, adventurers willing to give aid where aid is needed. We are currently on our way to Ithamel to meet with Lady Verona. We are very good friends with her. We have done a few jobs with her in the past, and we believe that she may be in need of our aid again. And we are on our way to give our aid and bring Zoriel's wrath on whoever it may need be, or her grace, of course.
Indeed, yes. Zuriel's blessing be upon you. You are in the employ of Lady Verona, you say?
Previous employment. It was like
Previous.
Not terminated employment. What's it called?
A standing friendship with Lady Verona.
Oh yeah, we're friends, besties.
Well, things seem to be in order, but we will just to be thorough. We will, if you will not object, we will to do our due diligence. We will have to search your belongings.
Go for it. I'm clean. And let me be on my way. Let me be the first to be on my way.
As so it is written in the scriptures, ladies first.
Very well. They both sort of sit there for a minute before the female elf nudges him and says, "Go on." It's like, "Oh right, yes, me, sorry." And hops down off his horse, and as he does so, sort of his foot gets slightly caught in the stirrup. So he's there, just sort of hopping on one leg while the other one is still, because he's sort of turned to try and get off, and the horse sort of twitches a little bit as he's sort of doing one hand on the reins, but he then sort of breaks his pulls his foot free and sort of staggers back a step and sort of brushes himself down and just stabs his spear into the butt of his spear into the ground and turns towards you, Arwen, and just sort of starts holds out his hands. "May I have your bag?"
Yes.
"With more authority, boy."
Look, I'm not gonna say no, lady. Just he's learning.
Yes, and he must learn to speak with authority.
As all of this is going on, as that little bit goes on, could I potentially do the skunk?
Someone go run.
I mean, if you've got skunk to do, Stix, you can do that. These religious types are into all sorts.
Oh, damn.
I was going to ask, while they're searching Arwen's stuff,
Yeah.
I use my mage hand to hide the armor from Stix's bag, in a tree.
So this would be incredibly difficult to do because you'd have to try and essentially take Stix's entire bag and just lift it into a tree and hide it, which
I can't climb out of the bag.
But it's gonna be.
Either way, it's going to be incredibly difficult to do because you are taking a very large and bulky item and literally just lifting it and trying to hope that no one sees it floating through the air. I'm not saying no, I'm just saying that's the situation of this one guy is searching Arwen's stuff at the moment and the other one's sort of just looking down at you three.
And I nudge Stix and say, make a whisper, make a distraction.
Has he searched me yet?
He is in the process of going through your bag.
Can we hurry this on?
Distraction made. Skunky skunk. Skunks man. It's literally all I've got right now.
I can just imagine him just going.
Yeah. Not quite like that, but I'll just sort of almost to slightly disguise it. I'll just sort of briefly get down and pretend to be sort of almost giving brief prayers,
Okay.
while casting druidcraft to create it.
The smell of skunk, which you guys are knowing Stix well, quite familiar with, it seems, starts to waft across, and the one that is searching Arwen sort of starts and shoves your bag at you, and lot of turns and starts retching on the ground, turns away from you.
My bag does not smell, sir.
The elder female one who seems to maintain her composure a little more, but you can see she's sort of in the back of her throat, and she's sort of trying to hide it. You don't get the sense that she's completely distracted, but she is certainly paying less attention than she was.
I'll now be on my way, thank you. Goodbye.
Is Arwen still holding, like, is her bag still open and she's holding it?
You've been handed back your bag at this point, and as you go to leave, she sort of like straightens up and just like puts this spear like across your path, like, if you could just wait until we've done everyone, that would be appreciated.
Would it be easier now they're distracted to use my mage hand to move the armor from Stix's bag to Arwen's bag?
You could attempt it, yeah. Again, this woman seems to be uncomposed. She still has her eyes on you. The other one, for a few seconds, is certainly like out. He's like doubled over, like on the ground. He's not looking at anything.
I just run for it.
You go to run.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have nothing to hide now, so I'm just gonna.
I don't know. They're still looking at.
It's fine. I need to get away so I can do something.
Okay. You go to run.
Yeah.
She didn't take out my knees. Oh, please. I like my knees.
No, she misses. She goes to like trip you with the butt of the spear, and you neatly like sidestep. She's like, oh shit, and she like grabs some reins on the horse, and turns them around. You now effectively have entered a chase.
Okay, well, I'm going to pass without trace and then jump into a bush, please.
Okay, it's your action to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
You can't hide as a bonus action, so he's just going to be able to see you jump into a bush. But you are in a bush.
Okay, I'm in a bush.
So she turns, like, how far are you running before you jump into the bush? You've got 40 feet of movement.
40 feet.
Okay, so you run basically as far as possible and try and like, sort of dive behind the nearest bush.
Yes.
While casting Pass Without Trace in midair. She sees you, and you tend to follow you, and you can't hide as a bonus action as a ranger. So she follows you 40 feet away to get up to you. While this is happening, Klari, make a quick sleight of hand check with advantage to. Arwen, you have your bag, so you have run away with it. Where are you trying to hide this under?
In a tree, like high up.
Yeah, you just lift it up and just like nestle it in some branches. It is made out of this like dense bark-like material, so it does blend in pretty well. Arwen, what are you doing? You're 40 feet away behind the bush. There's a rider on a horse essentially right next to you.
I hide.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Also, once I've hidden this thing, I'm just gonna quickly slap like Stix with the mage hand.
Ow. Also, holy shit, that's a 36.
Wow.
So, inexplicably,
Mine's is
you find what is essentially like the worst set of like brambles in existence, and you manage to jump like over them and like tuck and roll like under a bush and like commando crawl your way through like under this bush and like pop up like out the other side completely hidden. And then she sort of rides up and like, whoa, on this horse, so it doesn't like crash through and get torn to shreds on these brambles. But she's completely lost where you've gone, as the horses like can't go through this thick brambles. So yeah, you are now hidden, and she's like just like kind of says, silent, wheels back, and is starting to move back towards Klari and Stix. She rides up and like sort of like uses the butt of the spear to like smack him with it, like not like trying to like conk him, but like just tap him on the head, like pull yourself together, and then just like almost gets like another whiff of the like, yeah, have some good potion, man. He like straightens up like and proceeds to sort of like tentatively like take the next bag off Neo and search through it. So and this,
I do not know what has gone wrong with this, with her. I also don't know where she could have gone. She did only join our party recently, so maybe she could have been one of the people that you were after. She came alone, so I don't know. Because I'm thinking, right, that they've obviously lost you now. So obviously they don't. Okay,
Don't
never
address
mind.
it unless they address it. Give me
Yeah,
the
okay,
bag.
yeah, okay. No matter, I'm not gonna say that.
First you try and kill me the other day, now you drop him in it.
I thought that they would like. Then they would be like, oh, okay, yeah, and they'd like run off after you.
Oh,
And
they
then,
look more suspicious.
how else do you explain this? She just fucking ran off. I thought we were just gonna get arrested at the same time.
Don't say anything unless they say something. I'm too bothered at the moment.
don't talk to the fuss, man.
You need to talk away.
That might be. Yeah, that's probably the best.
Just like Stix opens his mouth and Clary kicks him in the shit.
It seems unusual that she would run after being searched.
She's an unusual person.
Very unusual. I hear her talking in her sleep a lot about running.
Just love to run.
I think she's
Free spirit.
running.
Probably enjoyed the challenge of
Maybe
running from
she's
someone.
also. I think she had a tragic dealings with some with some not so lawful lawmen a while back, so she's still a bit traumatized about that. I'm very sorry about her. We can't take her anywhere.
At this point, the male guard is going through Clary's, has gone through Neo's stuff and is going just like quickly searching through Clary's stuff. And finishes up and gives you back your bag and starts searching, just like looking through. Well, you may wish to keep an eye on your friend if you can find her again. Seems like she might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yes, I will.
Well, if you hadn't already searched her, I would have made more of an effort to track her down. But having searched her and found nothing, as you say, maybe she just has an issue with authority.
Maybe. Who knows? Eh?
Your bag is handed back to you, so wait, go and find it.
Oh boy, these animals really smell around here, don't they? Just making small talk.
They both mount up again and bid you farewell. And as they're sort of passing, all turning to go, and the female one turns back and says, "There's a sizable bounty, by the way, if you do happen to, you do come across them, adventurers such as yourselves."
We will keep that in mind. Thank you very much. We'll keep an eye out. Yeah, definitely tempting. Thank you.
And you can all continue on your way. You make it past the borders of the city.
Once they're like gone, I'm gonna get the armor back out the tree.
Yeah,
It was stupid to leave it there after.
yeah. You can retrieve that.
One day.
Stix in
It's gonna be so worth it.
Stix, you better count yourself lucky that I hadn't already turned into a wolf when you started blaming me. I ripped your face off.
You know what? I do not doubt that for a moment. Yeah,
Neo will agree that we're never leaving you two alone again.
Absolutely. Did you steal that?
I didn't. I just spoke to the man.
So you
I just spoke to the man.
I will bounty on your head.
She just spoke to the man at a really opportune time as I was also maybe pass without trace.
He was telling me all
Okay.
about knives.
Okay, here's the thing, right? I'm meant to. Okay, here's the sitch. I'm meant to grow up, and I'm meant to be this like big, great protector of all this shit you see around you one day, and I don't know.
So you steal things?
I saw the armor and it looked really cool, and the guy's like master wouldn't be back, might not be back for like days, and we don't have days. If you've forgotten, there's like an undead army walking around somewhere, and the Neo's memory and everything that's been going on. And I thought, well, you know what? This armor could come in very, very handy for me, who has nearly died on several occasions. I tried to pay the man a fair thing, and I didn't steal it. I left most, if not all, of my gold. I literally have like 12 gold left, 20 gold left, and my Horn of Animal Friendship, which I'm assuming is like worth a pretty penny. So I didn't steal it for like nothing. I just thought, instead of going to some lord who's gonna sit there and, let's face it, do nothing but sit on his ass all day, the people who are actually doing something, maybe it would be slightly better on one of them. And yes, I know it's wrong, and I know it's bad, but I've got a lot of... One day I'll have all this responsibility, and I can't... in the moment, I sort of thought, yeah, that's like the kind of thing, like a cool, awesome guardian of the forest wears and stuff, and I just saw myself in it, and I got lost in the idea of taking it. And then one thing led to another, and we're walking back to camp, and it's in my pack, and everything's gone wrong.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't wear an elven territory.
Maybe. Or at the very least, we should probably get out of here.
mentioning leaving a large sum of gold as well as a magical item seems to placate Neo's disapproval somewhat. That you stole but also paid. It's a weird one in his mind. It does have to placate him a little bit.
Yeah, Clary's the same. Still a little annoyed that you did it, but at least you paid.
Yeah. I would have paid more if I had more. So it was very, very fancy and very, very expensive. And for the, extra cost of me stealing, trying to make up for that. I don't know how that stuff works. The people that have costs for unfortunate events, I'm sure they probably do. But yeah, I know I did feel really bad about it.
As you bring the armor down from the tree, Neo almost reaches up and takes it out of the air and holds it in his hands, studying it. And this confused expression crosses his face, and he looks at it and he's like, I had a friend who wore this. Obviously not this. This is new. But something like this, I'm sure of it.
Who?
Eh?
Who?
I think his name was Andrew.
Need to write
And-
this down.
And drill. And drill.
Like a hand
Who?
drill, but and.
And
I think you won it in a bet, but that just doesn't seem right.
won it in a bet. I could have bet for it. Crap. That guy never would have bet for it. Who was Andrew?
What kind, like tiefling or other?
There are two.
I want to say yes, but I don't know.
But that's not good that you don't remember your friends.
I mean, I didn't remember anything until like 2 weeks ago.
That is a valid point.
Tiefling.
You know what? You were probably better off.
But yeah, I think he was a friend. What's the word for friend, but more?
Bestie, boyfriend.
No, not that.
Oh,
An acquaintance.
that's loud.
Less than a friend.
A buddy, a brosif.
What could be more than a friend than a best friend, but less than a...
Than less than a husband.
Okay.
Or a boyfriend.
Yeah, I think like that.
Which one?
A-
Something like
A
which
best
one?
friend.
A best
with-
boyfriend? Do you have many boyfriends? That's pick one.
Friend with
Friends
And
with
left.
benefits?
Oh,
Neo!
friend with slightly
What
What friends with benefits, Arwen?
When a friend and a friend like each other but not love each other very much. They sometimes do a special cuddle.
less.
At this point, his face goes from something serious to just.
So what was he to you?
I can't remember.
Random? Oh my god, yeah, brother!
Oh!
Yes.
Oh my god, you forgot your own brother.
No, but not like a family brother. Like
a brother from another mother.
yeah, that.
Okay.
Hey, did you come up with that?
Yeah, I'm really good with words.
I say.
It's kind of Owen invented the phrase brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Pull up my foot. Alright, let's put that some music. Let's go. Brother from
Yes,
another.
you guys
Anything else?
make pardon.
Does he remember anything else?
You'll have to be more specific.
Oh, I don't know anything. I'm so excited.
Well, you can ask him questions throughout the day. As you guys progress, you don't encounter anyone or anything of consequence for the rest of the day. You make it a decent way on your journey to towards Elyhalion, yeah. Indeed, you can progress on your journey, and this is a long period of travel, and so the time passes slowly. You guys entertain yourselves as you do, chatting, maybe playing games.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors is a fine game.
I spy, but everyone guesses tree.
Yes, and the sun sets on the first day.
How many days was it down?
12.
12, okay. Exciting. Road trip.
Road trip! Yay!
Indeed. The next day passes in a like fashion. The sun rises in the morning, you guys make your preparations. The day is colder and wetter. The climate in the forest is much warmer than the surrounding land outside of it. either through some natural or some magical means, the temperature is warmer, so it's rain instead of snow, you suspect, falls on your head within the trees, and you can hear your day filled by the pitter-patter.
Is it the winter? Or is it just cold here?
It's just cold this far north.
Fair enough.
So the pitter-patter of drops and as they filter down through the canopy. That night your campfire is a little less cheerful as you try and find a dry patch of ground or shelter and things like that. As you all take turns taking watch, it is during your watch, Stix, you spot a figure approaching the campsite.
If the art offers any rings, don't take it.
Moving stealthily through the trees, see them 60 feet, 50 feet, 40 feet away.
Hello?
Yes, everyone else is asleep at this point.
Who? Let's just pause that right there a minute. Just hold up. Who are you?
Now about 20 feet away, this figure appears from behind a tree, lit by the embers of your fire. You can see a tall, thin female elf, dark brown hair, dark brown leather coat over a sort of mottled green leather armour. Over one shoulder you can see the tip of a bow and a quiver, and in one hand she's holding a spear, but this spear is a good 2 feet longer than any spear you've seen before, Stix. The blade on it is longer as well, rather than being a short, sharp point. It's got this leaf shape to it. It makes it extend sort of 8 to 10 inches in length from the haft of the spear.
That's cool.
She looks down at you and says, Are you wearing armor at this point? Have you changed into it?
How far are we out of the city, like, visually? Essentially, are we in, like...
full day of... You've had, almost 2 full days of travel now. So you'd be in the region of 40 to 50 miles from the city.
So we're in, like, somewhere
24 miles a day.
sort of like these 2 squares, something like that. Or one of these.
You'd be around here.
At probably this point, I might have put it on.
Okay.
Or at least we'll put it on this evening to wear then tomorrow. As we're a couple of days out.
As she walks towards you, spear sort of how loose it decides. Well, that saved me some work. I seem to have found exactly what I'm looking for. And slowly, sort of just levels the spear down towards where you're.
Or
Just
that end.
turn the point towards him.
Oh, you're getting speed.
Look, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you
Vidalia.
want.
My name is Vidalia.
Oh yeah, right. Look. I'm assuming you're here for this bounty or some stuff.
I am what you might call a bounty hunter.
Right. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You took something quite valuable, and it seems that it's only gone up in value since then, as it was promised to Lord Furnist. And now he's gone missing. And, well, that
Okay.
has made it quite desirable. You know, these rich types are like they want nothing more than what they can't have.
Yeah, I know something about that. So, look, we don't have to get all violent or anything like that, because as you can see, you are very clearly outnumbered. All it takes is for me to shout, and you are very suddenly outnumbered. And I don't need to tell you how that all ends. So, why don't I just say this? Do you really care about this armor, or are you just doing it for a bounty?
I'm just looking to line my pockets.
Okay. Then why don't you go back to wherever you came from and tell them that I was, I don't know, killed by something big, something great, something that crushed and destroyed the armor beyond repair. But I don't know. Tip my finger or something.
I was about
Yeah.
to say give him a finger.
To my ear. Or something like that.
Well, that is tempting. It's not often you find someone so self-deprecating. However, your ear or your finger will not fill my belly, will not
I hope not.
warm me. When the nights are cold, I can't sell a finger.
Well, you're looking in the wrong places.
Very dark, very, very quickly.
You sort of like holds out her other hand, just like sort of rubbing her thumb and her fingers together, the universal symbol for money.
Okay. Then, if you just give me a moment to just have a look what I've got that I could potentially give as
Just doing a quick bank transfer.
this isn't about this isn't about being rich. This is
Log into his online bank accounts.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, what could I give? I know I've done wrong. And I seek to
Wrong
rid myself
point of view.
of
From my point of view, you've done the world a favour denying that pompous prick another item for his trophy case.
yeah, trust me.
Is it true that you left money behind? Seems an odd thing
I
to
did.
for a thief to do.
I did. I'm not a thief. Well, I am a thief, but I believe slightly.
Sounds like you probably paid more for it for this.
Didn't mean to click that, but I felt it. I didn't mean to click that.
Sounds like that sounds like you probably paid more for it than that Lord was. He would have bullied and threatened the poor blacksmith. Priced out
Yeah.
practically nothing.
Yeah. I mean, you say a finger won't do.
Would a toe?
Your hand.
I mean,
Oh,
I'll take what you have, but if you want me to stay on, then you'll need to give me something of substance, something I can drink to forget with.
Drink to forget with.
yes, I mean, I could return with a finger or a hand or an ear of yours and say that you had died, but without. It would be unlikely to be proven, unless you have very distinctive hands that would be identified.
No.
Or I could return after a hard day's travel, find a tavern and drink to forget I ever saw you.
You just want to drink.
Yeah?
Obviously, a drink of that proportion would require a large sum to pay for it.
It would. It really would.
Give her your squishy owl bear.
No! I'd rather give a... I'm not Ben being honest.
Or, and again, the spirit, she sort of raised slightly away from me, pointing her hand at you. Or, I can take you with me.
Bastards.
Oh. Fuck, what do I do? I don't want to get anyone else involved. This is me atoning. I've been a bad boy. Not like that. I've been a terrible human being. And I'm feeling really guilty. And part of me just wants to give it back, but then we've been through all this stuff. I feel like I should at least keep it. Earn the armor. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't even have any spells because I have a perfect spell right now. I could just tell it to fuck off.
You would have your spells back.
I would have my spells back.
You have taken a long rest since then. This is on the second night.
I see. Muy interesante. Alright. That actually changes a lot of my plans then. In which case... Pardon? Oh, yeah. In which case I'll just look at her and say, look, I feel like I've offered you everything you probably need for these assholes. If that's not enough for you, I clearly don't have any gold. I left all of it with them. Unless... I mean, we got 200 gold for the party fund, but that was party fund money. I'll say I can give you 100 gold.
Make a persuasion check.
100 gold to piss off. Oh damn! Alright.
She looks down at you. Okay. I mean, after I spoke to those bumbling guards, it was rather easy to find where you'd gone, so I suppose 100 gold for 4 days' work is not too shabby.
Well, there we are. I'm glad we could sort this out without the need for things to get unnecessary. I have to say you're one of the more... What's the word? Decent bounty hunters around. There you go. 100 gold. I marked it off.
Taps the spear on the ground, sort of in between the two. Just place it there. Eyeing you carefully.
Oh, yeah, chuck it over.
Just like stabs her spear and threw it up a little bag, and just scoops up, flicks it herself, and just waves in her hand. Well, hopefully I won't be seeing you again.
Hopefully.
And just disappears off into the gloom, quickly becoming one with the night.
There we are. Might that be a decent place for a quick 5-minute break?
Yeah, take a quick break.
If that's alright with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. That was very intense. I didn't realise I had my spells, otherwise that would have been solved so much quicker. God, I wouldn't have lost my hand.
You really want to get a hand for this armor?
Potentially. Yeah.
It's like Klari. She's got 300 plus.
Yeah, but it's about the principle. It's like, you know, I can't atone by just getting other people to solve my problems for me. Can't, you know, that's not how this works. Or at least that's not how Stix thinks it works. Maybe it is how it works. I don't even know. I'll back in a minute. I need the bathroom. See you in 5.
Absolutely. you.
You did not break them. Yes, I can.
So, another day or night passes, and this is an extended travel period, which I forgot to mention. If you guys have projects or personal goals that you would like to be working on in this time, this is a period of time where you could begin to accomplish something like that.
Can you read me the diary in its fullest?
In its fullest.
Yeah.
Which one did you have?
The That's the first one.
You had the first one. Okay. So, over the course of several days, Neo reads to you in its entirety, and it's a little bit out of order. It picks up kind of in the middle, and then almost like a story circling, almost like one of those stories where it's like record scratch. So that's me. This is how we got here.
Yeah.
It then, like, at some point, goes back and like fills in the beginning. And so you learn that this goblin, who the other goblin called, was Gildas Rurik Ogdo Delda, of the House of Delda. Yes. When their family curse was activated for him, he turned into a goblin. He spent a lot of time as a goblin in the mountains surrounding his home. He dealt with a lot of harsh treatment from dwarves and things like that, because he's a goblin, and goblins are generally disliked and seen as sneaky and thievy and things like that. So wherever he went, he was shunned and pushed away and attacked and driven off. He was quite a noble figure to begin with, and so it's quite a long time to, or it's been a while to delve into sort of more descend into his more goblin nature and start to steal and things like that so that you could be fed, steal clothes to keep warm and things. And most of it is off the tone of self-pity, that he's done nothing wrong, it's all unfair, and so on. And so there's a lot of self-pity going on in the book that you have. But as you only have one of these, that's all that you get from this diary.
You can have the other one that I've got as well. Like, if I've seen that she's being read that by Neo, I'll give her the one I've got as well.
Okay. So the last one, you don't know what the triggering cause is, but it picks up with him frantically searching through the Almastron forest. He's looking for something, looking just for dangerous things, it seems, throwing himself recklessly at one danger then another. Looking for dangerous things to fight. And they described one day how he was fleeing a hunting party of elves that were looking for him, and he stumbled across this tree with red blossom and some small bees' nests in it. And he hid in the roots underneath the tree. And the elven hunting party passed it by. He escaped. It then seems to break down. This diary, rather than being, and over the two, there's sort of a course. You almost get sort of a week's worth of events, and then it'll skip. almost as if he's sort of forgotten, like, fills it a little bit quickly over the last few days, and then doesn't fill it in again for a little while. And the rest of this one is filled up with him excavating this area under this tree when he was sort of hurt and wounded, and he managed to get some of his honey from that dripped on the ground and discovered it healed him. How he decided to stay and utilize it in some way. Using his magic, he was able to sort of expand and cultivate these hives. He also used his magic to excavate underneath and delve out these tunnels. And he also describes in some places in quite gruesome detail how he searched for other goblins and what he described as lesser races. Also putting kobolds in there, said he couldn't find any. Saying that there's a line in there about them being easy to trick with their and get them to serve with their love of serving dragons things, and how he tracked them down and basically enslaved everyone that he had for a good long while, making them fear him with violence and pain.
Good job he's dead.
And that's everything you get from the last one.
Fair enough. Well, seems like a good thing we did.
Mm-hmm. But that's everything. Is there anything that anyone else would like to do while traveling? Any little projects anyone would like to be working on? If not, we'll just...
I'm again probably just sort of being all mopey and praying a lot for some sort of forgiveness or some sign or way I can somehow absolve myself of all of this guilt. It's a horrible feeling. But otherwise, I'm just playing my flute.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, you get a good few days practice in. Roll a performance check real quick. Let's just see how it's going.
Is that with my flute?
Yes.
You have a flute thing. Oh, fuck.
A 12. It's not horrible, and your friends put up with it for a good while because it's reasonably melodious, but it is far from a grand musical performance. But it's a decent performance, and you keep it up for a while to pass the time. And so another couple of days go past.
Have we got to the river yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's going to take you around a week to get to the river, but you're getting close. But yes, and so indeed, you're approaching the borders of the forest itself, when off to one side you spot a building. This building stands out. It is a tall building, a large building with a peaked roof, like a large cabin of some sort. And unlike any of the elven buildings that you've seen, this is definitely a constructed sort of large log cabin. You can see it's got a stone chimney with a little bit of smoke drifting up from it. And all the way around the outside, it's got this veranda or porch type thing, you know. How you sometimes have on like, old American houses where running all the way around four sides there is this covered walkway. You see the classic film sort of, sitting out on the porch with a swing and something like that, or a rocking chair.
Does it look out of place, or?
It looks a little bit out of place, being in Being in the woods, given what you know about elven architecture, you are approaching the edge of the forest at this point, about 5 days in.
I'll just stop for a minute and try and make a perception check to see if I see anything more.
Yeah, go for it. You don't see a door. From the side you're approaching, you can sort of see two sides, and on both those sides you see a couple of windows, but you don't see a door. 16. It looks, it's a very large building. It's larger than a regular house or anything like that. It could fit many people inside. And you also see from the back, actually, Stix, you see a set of cellar doors with little brick walls on them, and then two large wooden doors closing at sort of like a 30-degree angle to the ground, like you'd see on a pub to go into a cellar to lower barrels and things down. The doors have quite a heavy padlock on them at the moment, but it just looks like a basic iron padlock.
Are there any windows in? Can we?
Yeah, there are several windows on the back and the side. If you want to get close. Yeah, so getting close and looking through, you can see inside there is what looks to be a common room with tables and chairs and things like that. And all of these tables and chairs, you notice, have a similar theme to them. They all seem to be made from barrels. There aren't actually any proper chairs. It's all stools made from little barrels. The tables are made from a big round tabletop placed on top of a barrel. There are high, thin barrels that sit at the bar for sort of high stools that you'd see. Things like that. The bar itself is a large, highly polished plank of wood perched on top of two barrels, and behind the bar is barrels of what you would assume would be beer and wine and things like that. You can see there is actually a small gnome polishing the bar. And looking in, you can also see that there is one figure who seems to be half asleep or asleep, head in his arms at a table.
Okay. Anyone else got any idea what this?
The worst pub I've ever seen.
Yeah, it doesn't look great, does it?
No.
It has a well lit and sort of cheery interior. It's not dirty or anything like that.
I mean, go in, have a drink, walk in a while.
The chandelier, you notice, actually seems to be this almost, like in a cartoon when a character with a barrel explodes, it has that sort of perfectly splayed out, all the pieces all the slats perfectly arrayed. The chandelier with all the candles on it seems to be someone has sort of created this, or this it's half a barrel, and then the arms are all the pieces that form it have been bent backwards, curved pieces of wood all holding candles, sort of dripping. You can see that they've built up a large collection of wax over time.
Oh, lots of barrels.
Yeah.
This is an unhealthy obsession.
Probably easy to get this guy a Christmas present.
What? What do you want? Barrels! I want a barrel! I mean, yeah, screw it. We can, if everyone wants to, we can go in and have a drink, have a sip, have a
As you walk around the front, there is a large sign over the door that says Body Knox Barrel Bar.
Oh, good lord.
I don't know if you've spoken to Sam, but Body Knock is the name of our friend Dan's character from our previous campaign.
That is a complete coincidence.
And he was completely insane. He was the worst cleric you've ever heard of in your life.
Nice.
A nature cleric, and he was just insane.
No, that is a coincidence of names by using books of full names and pulling names from that is where I got this from.
Yeah, screw it, let's go. What was it called again? Body Knock's?
Body Knock's Barrel Bar.
Body Knock's Barrel Bar.
Wait.
If we get served a drink in a barrel, or rather, if we don't get served a drink in a barrel,
Yeah, so you push your way in, and there's a little tingling bell as you enter, and this little gnome standing behind the bar. Okay, what we got here then? Welcome to Body Knocks.
It's not expecting that.
What it be? What it be? Beers, ciders, ales, wines, spirits. What are we having? What can we get you fine folks?
a popular beverage. One of your most popular beverages.
Oh, well, that depends where you're from.
Yeah.
Elven fella. I'll get you elderberry cider.
Other people drinks.
Actually sounds kind of nice, to be fair.
Yeah, and he goes, and he like hops down from behind and disappears. This is like a regular like high bar from a pub, and he is a gnome, and so you see him like sort of jump and then disappears outside, and then he like sort of reappears at the end of the row of barrels behind the bar, going up like a little set of steps, and runs along, and just, like turns a tap, and he's holding in his hand. He is holding a miniature barrel.
Yeah.
The mug is a miniature barrel with a handle and an open
Yeah.
top. And you're just like, and then slides it across the bar to you, and it's just like, there you are. And it's quite foamy, but it's this rich, like dark purple foam to it. And tasting it, so it's very sweet, earthy elderberry flavour.
Why am I just imagining Strongbow Dark fruit? Like,
Do me. What do I want?
Well. Elven lass. Go with the elderberry cider.
No.
You elves are big fans of your vegetables and your fruits.
not this one, I can almost guarantee.
Strawberry cider?
Fine.
No, we got other stuff. You looking for something stronger?
Yeah.
Something exotic.
Why not?
I've got a pineapple mead.
Go for it.
Drops down, runs along, runs back up, opens it up. This one is considerably smaller. We come back, and there is this light, sort of slightly cloudy mead. It's like placed in front of you. It's not foaming. You can see like clear down to the bottom of it. It's like slightly cloudy. It's a bit like a cloudy lemonade.
Okay.
And when you taste it, it is very strong, both in terms of alcohol content and pineapple flavour.
Cheers.
Who's next? It's not rather stands still looking at both Klari and Neo.
Sure.
You're an interesting one. You're not from around here.
What was the reason to try and yield at every size?
Well, yeah, if that's what you're after, we've got something local. Or. I've got a good eye for faces, but I've not seen one like yours before. Interesting. What it be? I've got one of these, and he hops down and he actually pulls out a small bottle. You can see he pulls out like a little tray and there's like 4 or 5 bottles left from what was probably once a 6-pack of bottles. And he puts it up on the bar and it's quite dusty and sort of like goes around and wipes it down. And you can see it's got a very faded label on it. It's like, holds it up, it's like, not quite sure what this says, but the fellow that traded them to me seems to agree with him quite well. Pops back in from time to time to have another one, calls it a home comfort. And the text on it is actually text to read. The first time since arriving in Kavran, you've seen any lettering from your home. Whoever traded this in initially is from the same place that you are, or certainly the same continent. You recognise the lettering to be different.
What does it say? The bottle.
The bottle is quite plain. It's just a generic sort of brand beer.
Yeah, I'll take this. Who traded it to you?
Well, it was a fella similar to you, I think, but can't remember his name right now. It'll come back to me. It is. No. I'll let you know if I remember. Yeah, and he also gets a drink for Neo. Neo gets a very dark, almost like black, bitter-looking ale. The bodyguard's like, yeah, I can tell you like this one. And he sort of looks skeptically at it and sort of like sniffs it and takes a sip and is like, and he's like, sort of gets his look on his face as if he's like remembering things.
Memories!
Mm-hmm.
Who drank that?
I did a lot. It's like, yeah, I bet you do. Normal tieflings will love that. The backfire ale. And he like offers it to you to try.
Is it gross?
You take a sip. Yeah, it's terrible.
It's the worst thing I've ever
It's
seen.
spicy,
Ugh.
like pepper.
Pepper's not spicy.
No, like peppers, not pepper.
Oh.
I don't know, peppercorns are like spicy, but like hot.
But it has this like spicy heat
Yeah.
it's drinking, like it's like the alcohol make you warm, but also the spice like brings like a. You see Arwen flushes like bright red in her cheeks, and looking a little bit closer near, you can see that his cheeks are also a little bit darker, but the purple skin of the tiefling sort of disguises it a little bit.
Well, it's an interesting mixture. I'll give it back to you.
Okay. That'll be 16 coppers between you.
Take out the party fund. We've got loads.
Yeah, I think this one comes out of party fund straight away. 16 coppers. So, you know what? To take a gold piece, I can't be bothered to do the math.
Okay.
You've been a mighty fine fella. Flicking my gold piece. There you go.
You paid about 5 times what they're worth, but sure, well,
I do not care.
that's mighty generous of you. Have a seat at a table. And is there anything else I can pay you? You've opened quite the tab and just sort of bites the gold piece, and before he tosses it down and you can hear it clatter off a few other coins.
Well,
You guys can all take a seat at the table for a bit and enjoy your drinks.
why this bit isn't trying to kill us.
The bar is completely empty except for that does appear to be crashed out on the table. You can see that there's not flagon, a tankard next to him that's been tipped over and is very fully in a small amount of liquid on the table. And it's just sitting there, maybe sort of 10-20 minutes go by. Before you hear a tinkle from the door, and as the door's pushed open, the bell rings, and in walks a very old-looking green dragonborn. She's got a little red bonnet over her head, and is wearing a green dress. And with a walking stick moves, and one bag is clutched in her hand, and with a walking stick she moves very close, slowly towards the bar. And from the table you can hear Bodynock welcome her. It's well, what are they? It's something cool on such a hot day like this. Which sticks out a little bit, because the weather for you guys has been quite temperate. It was raining the day before, and today it's quite cloudy. Certainly not what you'd call a scorcher of the day. These old feet, and gets a cool drink and starts making her way over and just sits down at the table and pulls her bag down and pulls out 2 knitting needles and a big ball of yarn and starts to knit. She sits there.
I'm skeptical.
Can I look back outside the window? like we're still here, right?
Looking outside the window, yeah, the scene outside hasn't changed. The trees are still there. The weather is cloudy and overcast. Like it might rain today, but also might just be cloudy all day. Not really sure. Again, not the scorcher, but this elderly dragonborn seems.
Look at her and see if she's I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah. Make an insight check, I guess. There you go. She catches you looking, she's like, anything I can get for you, my dear? I do happen to sell pretty things. If you're looking to catch a handsome fellow's eyes, she gestures. She's got quite a few nice rings on and a couple of bracelets and a necklace with quite some made of gold with a large emerald in it. And she reaches into her bag and pulls out a little jewellery box and immediately flicks a catch and is like, something like this, Kessler? And she holds up a necklace for you to see. She seems to have a reasonably large quantity of jewels and gemstones. And a pretty thing like you gets all the lads falling over you.
No.
Well, it's not to your liking. I have other things. Everything perhaps. Or a bracelet.
What's so special about the ring?
Well, this one is silver with a jade stone. Proceeds to go through labelling different materials and gemstones that he that they have set into them.
Not interested. Thanks.
Well, okay, on with my lady. Just a minute. And as she's sort of talking Arwen through these gemstones and things like that, a dwarf pushes through the door with sort of the heavy tramp of heavy reinforced boots on a wooden floor, and walks in. Gosh damn, it's great to be out of that. And he's dripping on the floor, visibly wet. He's got and you can see he's got a little backpack slung over one shoulder. He's carrying another case in one hand, like a lunchbox or a toolkit or something like that. And he's got a fishing rod propped up against his shoulder in the other hand.
I think we drank too much. I'm hallucinating.
Man goes out on his day off and goddamn heavens up.
Oh.
So look out for this place. Is it new?
I'm all kinds of confused. Except I'm guessing it's supposed to like teleporting, or it's in many places at once. Oh yeah, with the door. Oh my god, yeah. Oh shit. I'll just walk back up to the bar. When Body Knock is finished with this dwarf, I'll let him order.
Yeah, and the dwarf
And then-
he sort of just takes a moment to sort of shake himself off and
Let's say,
sort of serves him. Dwarven fellow. I had lost his accent again. Dwarven fellow. I know just the thing for you. And serves him this big, frothy mug of ale. The dwarf takes sort of drains half of it before that's the stuff. Mike slides sort of a couple of silver across his eyes, like, here you can come in. And will do. Why don't you take a seat over there by the fire and draw off in no time. My gold paying fellow. What can I give you? More drinks?
no, I was just wondering. A few different folks coming in here. One saying warm. One saying it's warm, one dripping with wet, and us being neither. And it's not raining outside as far as I can see. What is this place?
Nice body knocked very well. Of course.
That's help explain. Is this some kind of portal place? Are we in some strange pocket dimension of sorts?
Nah, nothing like that. It's just, well, I can't rightly understand it, but father built it, I should say, and he was an avid one for the business. The old man never really put much stock by it, and we used to live out in Stix, in the middle of nowhere, and she's like, well, there's never really anyone to come by out here. There's 20 people that live in this town. And what have you, so we lived in the rest. And, well, he was persistent with old man, and folk just happened to walk in from time to time, it seems, given up questioning it long ago.
She was given up questioning why people are coming in, with different outlooks on where this place is. Or what this
They're wandering, they get a nice drink, they get to hear a bit of gossip, learn all sorts, It's like travelling, except that, I've got a 5-minute walk home.
You haven't heard anything about, like undead or anything like that? Large gatherings of
Well,
undead things.
I did have a couple of tieflings in a little while ago. They, unusual folk then, they usually keep to themselves, but if body knocks appeared to them, then who's to say? But yeah, generally don't get many folk from the desert, from the tieflings and all that, but yeah, they seem to be in a bit of distress. They were missing quite a few members from what I could ascertain. Their clans and things seem to be in a little bit of trouble.
How so?
Oh,
Like,
they weren't rightly able to give a clear answer. One of them said that there was a bit of civil war brewing, and that one clan was attacking another clan and what have you, but the other one said that that wasn't true and that they were, it was someone else. Someone had come in and was picking them off. But yeah,
okay.
if they're in a little bit of de-stress and what have you, you might encounter a few more. I mean, obviously you've got your mate yours over there who's
Yes.
a little bit more about their ways of life.
Yes, this could be quite interesting. Do you know, somebody not, if we can possibly leave your bar in different places? Like, will we always enter and then leave where we entered?
Don't
Get
know
us to
if I've tried. I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to. I mean, never know where I might end up. It might take me weeks to get home, but it's always worth a shot. Because I don't really understand how everything the old man did when he built the place, but I couldn't really work it out. But I mean, if you've a man of arcane persuasion, then it could be.
Thank you very much. Body Knight, it's been very, very helpful. I'll go back to the table and explain what he said about the tieflings who came in and said something was picking them off in the desert. Some believed it to be a civil war, others believed it to be something else. I'm thinking that maybe Neo's dad went west. Being a tiefling himself, oh my god, to like rise up the tiefling things.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
Why would he die?
Why would he be dying?
Unless.
Because they're dying and then he's bringing them back to life to be slightly more persuadable.
Tend to complain as much as it's true.
No, less, they don't need a fag break. Lunch break. Any kind of break.
Yeah, they
Okay. Well, to quote a pirate that I heard of in Denderport, we have a heading. At some point. Or at least we know where he is for now. I feel like we should still go to... maybe we should still go to Themyscira to, like, warn them. Like, the Bone Red Desert isn't too far away. And then I feel like... Yeah, and then I feel like we could probably either head there or figure out our plans from there.
I mean, if we go to Ithamal as we are,
Yeah.
we could either go. It's on the way to
Well, I feel like if we're going to Ithamel, we're going to Ithamel so that we can get to Themyscira,
Yeah.
and else can, and Klari and Neo can, like, go in fine, right? So I feel like it's either, like, it's either go to the desert now on our own and potentially take on a whole army of undead, which, don't get me wrong, I think we're kind of cool. Maybe not that cool. Or go to, like we say, Ithamel, then Themyscira, tell them what's going on, warn them, warn the council, warn everyone, and then head down, potentially with them, with some backup, to the desert to see what's going on, because it's clear something's going on there. And in the desert, there's a man with no name gathering an army to kill people.
I thought it was
In the-
funny.
Oh yes, maybe it was.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, if you're
Yeah.
referencing the song, otherwise if you're referencing something else.
I was referencing that. In the desert, there's a man with no name anyway. In the desert. Anyway, is that a good plan?
Yeah.
Ithamel, Themyscira, figure things out from there. But at least now, okay, that's been good. That is really, really good. We potentially know where he is. That might not be him, but all I'm saying is we've been north, and no one heard a thing of him. So it kind of makes sense that they would go to where the tieflings are. Him being a tiefling, after all. I feel like that makes the most sense. Oh, okay. I wonder if there could be a way for us to go to Themyscira and then somehow, really quickly, get to the Dogdarum Mountains. Because if we can then get the dwarves down there on our side, they can, like, pincer in.
I was thinking this, but if we go to the Elven capital, they're heading the council in a little.
True.
So they can most likely get into
Oh yeah, they can just tell the dwarves, hey, do this, and that'll be like you said, that'll be fine. Yeah, I mean maybe then we can maybe be the ones to go and warn the dwarves, or someone can go and warn who's potentially faster. Because I'm thinking some teleportation shit's gonna have to happen to get there that fast and not have to go all the way back around again. Warn them, pincer movement, crush them in the middle, flank from both sides. That's what I'm thinking.
And
It could work.
into thinking we're going to war with them.
Yes. We should probably find out first.
So find out more information.
Yeah, that this is actually what's happening. Maybe as we're on the way up to Themyscira, right? So we're looking at the map, and obviously, so we're gonna like go from the river down the river and then back up the river. Instead of going like past that mountain and then Themyscira, what if we take the under road or the underpass here, like across these two like squares, right? And then hopefully we can catch anyone coming from there, like on the road. Maybe we can catch a road that goes from Themyscira to the Borongrad Desert.
I thought the tieflings sort of kept themselves there, but I don't think.
They did, but maybe there's obviously they get travel. But surely they would get merchants, people that would be going to and fro this place.
Maybe, but I don't get that impression.
Maybe. I mean, it's the same.
If we go, but instead of just walk.
Those technical terms.
Yeah. The blot, blot, and blot.
Wait, longer if we go blah blah than blah. Blah. Yeah, maybe.
Longer if you go horizontally and then vertically than it is if you go diagonally.
True, but if we go diagonally, we have to get around a mountain. However,
Well, from Elyhalion to Themyscira, there is you could you would avoid that mountain.
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Unless we detour a little bit out of the sort of the edge of the desert. See if we can gauge what's actually happening.
I think
Yeah,
it's
maybe.
safe to just warn the council first.
Yeah,
I don't
one
know
like
exactly what we're warning them of.
well, we know we're warning them of Neo's dad, of some kind of undead army, and we think it's in the desert.
Yeah.
We think it's in the desert, but we know that army exists. So at the very least, that plan hasn't changed. We know it exists. It's somewhere. If we can get like official council people on it, I'm sure they can find out where exactly it is. Maybe they already know something.
Exactly.
Because
They might know, so we can be like,
council. Yeah, because like
They
exactly.
have more information.
exactly. So yeah, plan. Ithomel, Themyscira, boom. Plan. All right.
So the plan
The plan we already had. Excellent.
What a brilliant summation.
Just raise my glass. Plan is not changing at all.
That's excellent, Chantal. That's the thing that's just like Stix is like, the plan. And Claire's like, yes, the plan.
Yes, now I'm saying it with more vigor.
should we try walking out of here but thinking of not
I'll
being
say.
where?
I was gonna say, so what if, okay, walk out of here, shut your eyes, think of Ithomel. Wait, you've never been to
Fine, hold
Ithomel.
a hand.
It's
Yeah,
going to be like a diagonal angly thing, isn't it?
yes, it probably is,
Diagonal.
but let's give it a try. Alright. I'm gonna hold Clary's hand,
Okay.
shut my eyes,
Just you and Clary, or
shut your eyes.
Clary.
holding hands?
Actually, you know what, yeah, don't hold hands because I don't want a situation where you and Neo are potentially in Ithomel and then me and Clary are in like fucking
Deadpool.
somewhere.
Lord, back in her homeland.
we're Lemmethy, fine, wherever we end up, right? Or just some generic other city.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, first, everyone, shut your eyes, no peeking. Think of Ithomel.
Okay.
Think of it. And I must step outside.
Make an arcana check for me.
Oh, fuck, okay. Oh shit, this might not be good. I don't think I have very good arcana.
As you step out of the door, Stix, you like push it with your eyes closed, and then you place one foot on the ground, the other foot side, and then open your eyes. You haven't got anyone.
Fuck!
Let's do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again. Did I feel anything? Did I feel like I...
You didn't feel anything.
Let's do
Shit.
it again.
Okay, this time someone else goes. Yeah, why don't we, like, push you into it? No, yeah, I think yours is exactly the same.
Wait, what's yours?
Mine is 3.
Mine's also.
Mine's 2.
Oh.
Wow.
It's fine.
Okay. Okay, here's what's going to happen, right? I am going to give Clary guidance,
Okay.
and we're going to try it.
Okay.
Since we're all doing it, would I get advantage on the roll?
No, not on this.
Like it's, although, if it's the first person doing it, you've never been there.
I was thinking.
So instead, I'm going to give myself guidance.
Okay.
I'm going to try again.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, back again. You get it.
Oh, nope. See ya, buddy, not you bitch. Sorry, that was mean.
23.
Yes.
You all hold hands. You all think really hard about FML, except for Clary, who's never been there. You push through the door. And this time, when you push through the door, Stix, there is a very slight veil that you feel your hand cross. But as you step out, it is the same place you entered.
Oh, for fuck.
But you felt it this time.
Oh my god,
I
okay.
gotta roll really.
I'm gonna roll like a 20. I bet it's like 25 or some shit. Oh my god. Okay, I felt something that time. I actually felt it, like in my brain. Oh my god, okay, what do we do? 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 We do. Okay, there. Pardon?
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, fuck it, alright. Third time's a charm. This time doesn't work, doesn't work. That's it.
Okay. Roll it again.
Hold on, I just want to see if there's anything I can do spell-wise to help myself out here. There is not. This is super sad.
Probably as good as it gets.
Yeah, I think so. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on the 19 there. Like, the only thing I could do here is roll the same or on that 20, and then or less, and then just get like a 4 with the thing.
Think really hard about the place I've lived to.
Wait, no, shit, that's the default. That doesn't help me.
Oh lord.
No, for fuck's sake.
Unfortunately, this time it's third time. You've lost the feeling. You don't feel anything. As you
I felt something. Oh my god, this is gonna be in my nightmares.
Can I use my new clarification on the door to the bar?
Yeah, what would you like to know?
Why it does what it does. Like,
How it works.
how, yeah. Is there a trick to it?
Well, when Stix spoke to Bodymark didn't seem to know. He told him his father built the place, and so he didn't understand how it worked.
But if I'm getting from the actual, like, object, would that not give me information as to how it was made and how it came to
Oh,
matter?
sorry, you want to cast
Yeah.
Clary's clarification.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, I missed that. Yes, you can do that.
Do I need to roll anything, or is it?
You don't. You just need to.
Oh fuck. Just haven't done the call.
We'll double check.
Oh man. Yeah. That's it. That's Clary. Like, done now. She can learn anything about anything she wants. She just asks it once a day. After a year, you'd learn 365 more things than you did the previous year. Actually, 366. You've wasted your damn time casting a spell every day.
So, you know that this bar was built by Mr. Bodynock, which seems to be the surname of this individual. It was a tavern that was constructed through heavy arcane magics in order to luring is the wrong word, but in order to in order to enable anyone to come in. At any one point in time, the tavern exists in 10 random locations throughout Kavran. As there is a mixture of sort of duplication and teleportation magic on it, which essentially doubles its. It appears both where it originally did, and anyone that enters is in fact teleported to the original location of the tavern. But the entrance to this place, and as well as a depiction of it, means that it can exist randomly throughout. So some locations are completely worthless. Like, you wouldn't expect a location like where you guys are now to really get much traffic, but because there are multiple of them, it gets enough business from all over. And so in fact, when you guys enter and leave, you are automatically teleported to the tavern and to where you entered from the tavern. And you are essentially trying to break the automatic teleportation by exerting your own directional will on it. Because when you teleport, you can, if you use the 7th level teleport spell, you can, through some degree of you can go places you haven't been before and things like that. So you can go pretty much anywhere with like a 7th level teleport spell. And if you guys trying to override the sort of locked in where you came from here, you're going back here, ness of it with your own willpower to subvert the teleportation on the door to allow you to.
Well, I don't want to break this man's business.
There is also mild illusionary magic on all the windows, so that when you're looking out, when you're inside, you see what you would expect to see.
Okay. Can I quickly go back in?
Mm-hmm.
Just say to the door, "Hi, we've never met before, but obviously this place is very strange. We have come here from just outside the elven forests. Where have you come here from?"
To the dwarf.
Yes.
Fond, nice to meet you. I'm from Moltornheim, which is down in the southeast of the Rocky Mountains.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you very much.
You're a long way from home if you're from the forest.
Yeah, sort of. We're just trying to figure something out is all. We're in a bit of a rush. Thank you very much for all of your help. And now I want to go to the Dragonborn lady and ask where she's come from.
Yes, what is young man? What can I do for you?
Hi, yes, we were just wondering. We are from the Elven Forest. Where exactly are you from? Where exactly are you from? Where did you enter?
I am from where we are here now, here in Bellamar. Where else would I be from?
There and where?
Bellamar.
Bellamar. Where's Bellamar? Bellamar. Like that. Oh, no, it's Bellamstad.
Oh, yeah. Is it?
Oh,
Oh, no.
no, it's Bernmire. Oh, Bellamar. It's by that, the Three Bells Lake.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. What about
Yeah,
past that?
yeah. Yeah! Guy's passed out. I'll go to the guy who's passed out.
Okay.
I will give him a point of lay on hands to wake him up.
He's just sort of like, this gnome just sort of. Right now, leave me alone.
Hi, Mr. Gnome. We're just. What is your name?
Burgle.
Burgle. Excellent. Well, Burgle, we're just in.
Happy your service.
Burgle, what?
Burgle, happy your service.
Oh my God! Okay, are you the dad of the guy working at the bar?
No, you can see based on
Yeah.
his age, he's quite
For a
a
second.
quite a young-ish looking gnome. You probably estimate is a brother.
Okay. Crap! I thought for a second this was like the secret. We just had to go talk to this guy. Okay. So I'm assuming you entered this place at the same place as your brother, then.
Yeah, my brother is the one that runs it. Old man left it to the both of us, but
You wouldn't have
sort
to.
of rubs his eyes at the bright light. But no, it's more one for consuming ales than passing them off to others.
We need to get somewhere really quickly. Do you know of a way we could use the door into this place to do that?
Just use the door, just cracky, just walk through it, man.
Okay.
What?
Thanks.
It's just really hard to do.
Maybe, yeah. Or at the very least, I think that joke was more about sort of feeling the veil there. And yeah, we were trying to break that. But
Would it be like breaking it just for us, or would we be breaking this?
So with what you learn from legend lore, it is when you enter, the bar essentially sets up a return point for you, and so when you exit, it automatically teleports you there. But if you were strong enough willed with enough arcane knowledge, you could subvert that automatic return to potentially try and steer this portal elsewhere.
I see. So it wouldn't mean that everyone else would go different places. It's just us. Oh.
okay. Well, while we're in here,
to utilize this portal to take you where you want to go rather than where you came from, which is where most people want to go. They want to leave and go back home.
that's yeah. Okay. Well, while we're in leave again.
Recognize it or anything like that.
While we're in here, we need to leave again. We might as well do one final try before we just get on the road and give up.
Okay.
Hold hands.
Final check.
Close eyes. Think. Ithomel. Woman in the tree. Woman in the tree. Center your thoughts. Center thoughts. Center thoughts. Guidance, obviously. Oh, okay. Not a one. Not a one again. 3, that's 24, which I think is what I had last time.
You had 23 last time. Again, Stix, you push your hand through this door and you feel it very slightly stronger this time. And then you feel it collapse around your fingers. And you're back where you started.
For fuck's sake. That's the closest I think I'm ever going to get. We could theoretically be here all day doing this, but that would just waste so much time. And I don't really want to sit here and cheese it.
That is your last attempt at this.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I really thought we fucking had it. Alright. Cool. Well, that would have been hella useful. Oh well. I have a better way of getting around. Oh, Harris! Wait, that'll be the deer. What noise do deers make? What noise do deers make?
They kind of like.
What?
Yeah.
That's significantly less badass than a horse's whinny. Is just this sort of mooching in from or going.
That probably didn't get picked up, but at least someone just made 5 to 8 seconds of the best elf noise.
Well, that was fantastic. Ooh. All right, let's get on our way and get this breath.
Leave the tavern and start making time. This was around early afternoon on the 5th day. And it is about mid-morning on the 6th day when you guys reach the edge of the forest and finally break out of the last sort of vestiges of tree line. And once again, you can see these open plains stretching before you, large, empty fields with slow rolling hills stretching out for miles and miles ahead of you to the east. And you start to slowly cross the plains. I think it's almost dead on 10:30, so I think that will be a suitable point at the beginning of the 6th day or 12-day journey. Potentially set up if you can find boats to call it for the session.
Indeed. Oh man, that was a good session.